Test, test, 1, 2. Hello. Okay. Perfect. It should be working now. 3, 2, face. Jump scare. Hi. Literally just woke up and we're here on DDV. Wow. On Genshin. Hi. We're gonna be doing the Dainsleif, how do you pronounce it? Place? Hi, Bianca. Yeah, we're continuing that today. The last stream I did not finish my DDV. What are we doing? My Nikki outfit, I have one more piece because I still had a bit more side questing to do and it was just like turning into a different topic. So I'm gonna have to do Nikki next week. And I am also supposed to be doing Wizard 101 finally this week, but I have to cancel that. So I'm gonna see if we can start that on maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. So, but today I was like, let's continue with Genshin and see where we can get with this new quest before we get into Inazuma. And I think today is Raiden Shogun's birthday, which is amazing because we got her on the last banner, and happy days that we're heading over to her world soon. Okay, let me switch, like get off full screen me and get onto the world. I look crazy. There's also something in my eye and I don't know what it is. Okay, there's Raiden. Let me make sure that it's her birthday. Normally there's supposed to be like a little gift in the mail from her. Your controller is charged. Perfect. Alright, so we're here. We're here. How many hours? I'm not sure. It's not her birthday today? I thought today was her birthday. I saw a 10-hour post on the Genshin Instagram saying happy birthday, Raiden. Unless, was that yesterday? I should have still gotten a message, right? Let me see. Am I wrong? Is today not her birthday? I'm in the US server. Genshin Impact. Yeah, it says happy birthday, Raiden. Maybe it was yesterday. Who's EI? Is the real Electro Archon. Who's EI? On the 26th. Isn't that today? That's today. Okay, then don't tell me. I'm just gonna have to go further into the game because I don't know who this is. The Asian bathhouse on my own. See, like it has her picture. I don't know. I'm just here. Hi, T. Hi. Back again. Okay, I'm just gonna accept this. I don't know who this is. Okay. Don't tell me. I'm standing in the same spot. I haven't moved. I haven't logged into this game. I haven't done any of the like login stuff. Let me get that real quick. Am I sure about it? I'm sure about it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out. Who the hell is the guy? It's fine. So, thank you, Daily. Okay. What's all of this? I don't like notifications. Okay, a new quest. The other ones are the theater that I unlocked that I'm not doing. Claim. What's here? Domain, let's see. Guide, okay. And what's up here? Those are actually on time for me for once, because they're talking about the people that I just battled in our last stream. And normally they're telling me about other enemies that we battled because of me trying out a character and me never being around those enemies before. Hi, JD. You like the hair? I told my dad that I look like a boy. And then he was like, so now I have 2 boys and 1 girl. I'm like, it's too much. It's not me. This is I got the big baggy shirt. I got puffy pants on. This is crazy. Okay. But thank you. Looks very islandy. Or that too. It's summer, so that makes sense. Oh goodness. Okay. So we need to go talk to Lawrence, but I told myself, because I have a list of stuff still in Genshin.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Why did she pause between everything? Okay. I still have some quests in the backpack that I saw that I still want to see what they are. Not necessarily like want to go and do them, but I just want to get them out of my list of to-dos. There's 5 things here before we move any further. So like, what's this? A box, a treasure box with decorative patterns on top. Okay. What's this? The Adventurer's Guide is now recruiting new members. So this is when we first, Guild, this is when we first got into the world. To sign up, speak to the branch manager, Cyrus, in Mondstadt today. That's crazy. This one, a love letter. From Godwin to Glory, detailing their love and the intimate things they did, which would make any reader blush. However, only the last part is somewhat memorable. I don't know if I want to read that. I don't know if I want to read that. Because the average American is first. I hope I get Skirk. I don't think I even have the polls anymore for them. Is this like a long... Oh, it's not even that. Okay. The stone peaks in Lue have attracted the attention of many knights, but I'm not a fan of them. Stone is rough and scratches the hand. Instead, I like a kind of flower known as the silk flower. It has a fine texture and gives off a faint aroma. If I weren't so far away, I would bring some back for you. I bet you would love them. Okay, they made it sound so much scarier in the blurb here. Okay. What's this one? Okay. This one is a fragment. Moved after defeating the overlord of Vortex in battle. And then this last one is a letter from the Abyss Order. Seems to be a declaration of war from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero. Many key phases have been detected. Who was the Dark Knight hero? I remember that's when we met Diluc in the tavern and they were trying to figure out who it was. It's whatever. And what does this say? To the Dark Knight hero, has endured too long her self-proclaimed and hypocrisy. We hereby we shall march full on onto Mondstadt's front gate at. If you wish to cling to your so-called justice, don't sit idle by. Step up and accept. Otherwise, Mondstadt's shall take the fall in your stead. Okay, yay, so I did that. I can check that off. Hallelujah. That's been bugging me. Check. There is that cat and dice building that I do want to go into as well. I know this is like not your forte of like completing everything, but it's mine. So I just want to get these out the way. I don't know if it's going to take us into like a whole different side thing. Is it here or is it up there? Oh shit. I'm sorry. I think it's in here. Yep, enter the cattail. Oh.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Research project? For the cat's tail staff?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain? Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
You can watch me on Twitch or on YouTube, it doesn't matter. I'm streaming on both of them. It's just double the outreach. No one's talking over there. You're the one that's talking right now, so it's okay wherever you are. You can check it out, but it's okay. Seriously, how did we get all the way from a simple meow? Amazing.
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players? Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Yeah.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every
What's
play.
in my eye?
It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself.
Thank you for
I
lurking.
must
No
therefore
worries.
politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
You're doing the star path? Yeah, like I woke up late, so I didn't get to finish it. I'm on my last 40 points in DDV, and then I'll have a mini, and then I'll be done. I needed to either decorate with Daisy 2 times, and I said I wasn't doing that. I needed to get the blue stones from the Dazzle Beach. I'm on like the last 4. And then there's something else that I could do, but it takes time. So after I do those 2 things, which is not the Daisy decorating, I'll be done with the star path. Like that was the only thing I have left to do. And then I'll be done with DDV besides getting all of my outfits. Right now I'm doing a lookbook for myself on all the outfits that I've worn in every game that you can change your character's outfit. And that's a very long list because I've been playing DDV for some time on stream with you guys. And I just want to know like where my clothing is so that I'm not wearing the same thing when I play. Compared to like Genshin where you don't change your outfit unless you buy it. So there's that. You're like halfway done. Yeah, but I think, didn't you buy the whole thing? I don't buy the whole thing because I don't want to waste the crowns on it. I only do the normal. And then they have the bonus page. And there is no bonus page this time? Okay. Okay. You got Shirk today? Yay! Yay! Okay, sorry. What a backstory?
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it?
We just got her.
Busy over here, you know?
Diona, the bartender at the cocktail, hates all alcoholic beverages, but has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the mixing is in her hands, it will be unimaginably delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and cat's ears and tails that run in her family are a big hit with the hunters, making the cat's tail extremely popular. However, please take care not to touch Diona's ears or tail when ordering at the bar. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight?
Right.
Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shu Yan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Do you have a practice deck we can try?
Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
I already like how I have the characters that are on the cards. Just saying. Select a Luke. Set active card character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Confirm.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Deluxe will cost 3 pyro dice. After selecting the skill, you will select the elemental dice that must be spent by default. 3 can be dealt, okay. And then use it against the opponent's card.
Not bad. You just made your first attack.
Did that have 4 before and now it's down to 1? And then I didn't have to click all the dice just as long as you click one of them? Okay.
During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Okay, we were at 10, we're down to 8 because they took away 2. But I see these stars on us. I use this same attack again. This is times 3, but I only have 1. So wouldn't I need this one? You have an Omni dice among your rolls? What does that mean?
Now, these are Omni Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
Okay. Okay. They're like universal, like balance cards. Okay.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam!
And now we have 2 stars.
But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win.
My turn again? Oh.
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
Because now we only have a water and an electro die left.
In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck.
Yeah.
Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now.
Right. We needed Diluc, Ice, or those universals.
But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll.
Okay.
Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first.
The player who chose to end round takes their turn first.
This
Okay.
means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts.
Okay, I need
Each
to.
time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
The last round, you used 2 skills, which means that you have obtained 2 energies, right?
Once D-Loop's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short.
Right,
Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead.
right. Okay, so normal attack. So which one was this one? So this is normal?
D-Loop's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
Mm-hmm. So I do click on them. Do I need 3? Select 1 pyro, yeah, and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, 2 anythings. Okay. I did. It was 1 pyro and 2 anythings. Oh, then click it. Okay. Okay, just like elemental skills, normal attacks grant 1 energy after using them.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over.
Right, we have 2.
It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
The 3rd one. So I need... Wait, I don't understand this whole clicking process. Do I need all 4 of them? Because it says 4. Wait. Deal 8 pyro. Round 2. There's a lot of words. So doesn't this mean that I need 4 fire, which is the universal? I have the 2 universal and 2 fires. So that's 4. So what does the 3 mean? But, okay. This is what I don't understand, like, select all, pay. Okay. Okay, so I did do it, it just was lagging. That I didn't click it when I did, okay. Round 2. I attack first.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your 2nd character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
And we keep the fire because we still have the Luke. That's better. Okay, so we have a normal attack, we have an elemental, and then we have their fully charged, whatever it's called, attack. So we want to focus on the elemental. Select it first. It needs 3 frosts, so...
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Right. And it's a... Is it a fire? It doesn't say what it is, but okay. Okay, so we're gonna do...
Cool it.
I didn't even get to click them! I just touched it, okay.
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions.
So I don't need to select them, or I do? Is it automatically gonna do it for me or not?
Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though.
Thanks for the follow. We have to switch active characters.
Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters.
Right? In case they die, or is that what you're saying? So active character will be in a more forward position. Oh my god. Thanks for the follow. In a more frontwards position than the ones on standby, right?
Normally, we can only use the active character skills.
Okay.
Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character.
Okay. But wasn't the Luke our active?
In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
Why is she, like, mad about it? Switch?
You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Okay.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done,
Your turn
it's
is
your
over.
opponent's
Yeah.
turn.
Okay.
Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
The elemental.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction.
Right.
When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2.
Okay.
This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
So we add an additional 2 on top of the 3, so it's gonna get 5 attack. Got it. So I just click the button. I don't gotta choose them. I don't know. It's being iffy for me. Like, it does it automatically, and then there's other times I gotta select. I don't know. Okay.
Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? You still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
Nope.
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use.
It's like adding a Colossus card to boss card and then boosting up the card's abilities in attack points.
Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
I'm talking about Wizard 101, for those who don't know. That's how I'm understanding this. Okay, extend hand. This is like the treasure card area. Okay. Select the white iron.
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
The card onto the field. We need to spend 2 elemental dice of the same type to pay the costs shown. Okay. Like, again, they select it for me.
So, playing Playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn.
Okay.
Simply put, you
Yeah.
can continue to act even after playing an action card.
Yeah, it's like the boost.
You have your blade. Time to but wait. Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1.
Right.
Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
I need new tape. These things keep falling. The lights behind me just fell. Which means the second one is gonna fall if I don't, like, squeeze it onto the wall. I don't know where the tape is. But I would have done it already. That's been up there since we moved here, so I'm not surprised that it's falling more now. But still, I need new tape. Okay. Okay, select the magic guide. Drag this card onto the elemental dice zone. Tune 1 elemental die to turn into the pyro that the loop needs. What just happened? Do I drag it? How do you... Tuning. Okay.
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on.
But how did it know that I needed a fire? This is where it's not making sense. Like, I didn't select it. It just did it for me by clicking tune.
Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What?
Okay.
Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
Select the sweet madam. This one? This one? And the cathedral. Oh, the food. Okay.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time.
They're gonna tell me what all these other cards mean, right? Because I'm just doing what they're saying, but I'm not understanding like why I'm getting rid of them or why they're not as useful.
Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Do we have fire? I don't know what dice I have, unless we're not gonna know. Let's just go with the loop to be on the safe side. It didn't matter. Okay, we have one fire.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls.
No,
Now
no.
let me teach you one last trick, free of charge.
No, no, no. I wanted to re-roll. It said re-roll at the top, and then I went to select the die, and it didn't do that for me. See, this is what I don't like. It's automatically doing it. Okay.
You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent.
Their intent?
Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round.
So they can see mine? I know it's a computer, but...
All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I guess that's good that we're up against a PC.
Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours.
How do I get back the reroll? Because that didn't happen. That's not fair. See, I don't like this game now. I don't like it because, like, I understand how she was, like, explaining things, but when they did it for me automatically, that's not me learning. That's just me clicking the buttons because they told me to. I'm stuck. Help! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this sucks. Like, who are you? I can put this thing on him. Right? Select the character to equip the claymore? Why is it highlighting these two? You need two of the same element. Okay. Great. But I still need fire, so we're gonna have to move these over. I don't know who these people are and if I need them. There's no, like, guide. I guess we're gonna get rid of this one. Okay, so now I should be able to hit this one. My turn. Okay, if I use these two cards at the bottom, that's still only going to give me 2, which is not enough to defeat 8. What do you do? Wait. The witch equip card. When you play a talent card or character use, costs at least 1 pyro. And what is this? Creates 2 omni. So I need both of these. The Paimon is useful, yeah. So do I put it on... Do it over here? No. On the table? Okay. Alright, I need those 2. Okay, thank you. And now I need you. When you play a talent card, use the skill. Do I put it here? No. Over here? Why are you saying no? No, yes, what? Wait. And then switch it to fire. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't want her to go on the... Wait, what did it say when I put her on the table? Select the character to equip this artifact? What does the yes mean? To equip this artifact? What do you mean equip the artifact? Drag it on the table? But he already has the sword. Don't I need to put it on the... make this electro into a fire? That's not gonna give me all the points. Click to look, I'm scared. Yeah, but now I don't have any points, so now I have to end my turn. Okay, so then just end the turn. So why is it stat? What is happening? When you play the talent card, what's the talent card? This one? You spend at least 1 pyro die. This one needs 3. Just do it. Okay. This one needs 0. Or does that mean I have 0 to use? Okay, just end the turn.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Hi.
We're going to the house. Are you coming now?
Now I can't. But have fun. Okay. What just happened? Can I reroll? Okay. All of them. Confirm. Okay, so we have 2 fire. Yeah, Kai has been useless this entire time, so I'm glad that we chose the Luke. Okay, so he's stacked. I have 2 fires. Who are you? It deals 1 damage. I'd rather turn you. And this one heals your active character. I give up. Heals your active character. Okay, so I'd rather use this to transfer this card onto the field to play it, or this card to the zone to do a tuning. I want the tuning. Okay. So now I still need more time for that guy. So I guess we're gonna just attack him. 4. Okay, we'll need 4 more after this. Oh god. I could do the 1. They're selected for me. Okay. So she ended her round. I guess I can use this to heal myself then? Right? That's what we want to do. Support card heals your for 2 HP. Yeah, yeah. Play card. Okay. And? Great job, me. Okay. Select to reroll. Okay, so why didn't this do this the first time? I clicked on the thing and it just said confirm. Okay, goodbye waters. Keep the ice. Goodbye everything. We just need 1 point. I would have died if I didn't heal myself, so good job me. I'm gonna use this to convert literally anything. And use the 2 just to overkill. Bye-bye! We did it! Definitely gonna need to play this game again. Not today, obviously, but I need to understand it more. Okay, the TCG is tightly paced, heart-stopping top table card dealing game. Utilize your deck by constructing them around characters and action cards, and go toe-to-toe with various opponents at the table. You will roll 8 elemental dice to start each round. After throwing these dice, you will have 1 chance to choose any number of elemental die and reroll them. Each elemental die is 8-sided and can roll any one of the following 8 elemental actions of Hydro, Cryo, Pyro, Electro, Animal, Geo, and Dendro, as well as the Omni effect elements, which can be regarded and used as any basic element. Various types of actions required elemental die as payment. Action use skills during your action phase. You may spend elemental die to use the skills of your active character, which is a way of attacking your opponent's active character. Defeat all of your opponent's characters to win the duel. During the duel phase, okay, so we know this, I'm not. And okay.
Cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp,
Yes.
I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
Not at all.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait,
You?
this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
That's Kaya.
Gah, I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away.
He left himself and Luke.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned.
Yep.
Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
Well, I'm not ready for a game now, but I guess I gotta ask him.
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Sure.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard Captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright.
He's fine.
Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
Hold on, I need I need a moment. I'll be back.
Take your time. I look forward to our first duel.
Okay, finally. So that was fun. Me being me, I want to get Sucrose from the Abyss before I continue to play with her, because then I'll have her card. Diluc was a waste of time, because he wasn't even useful unless without the training aspect. So we're going to head into the main area now. Yay! The whole reason for this stream in the first place. I'm glad that we got through that, though. I'm going to check it off that we finished it, but we need more time with the game. So it's still going to show up in the next time that I do this. Let me duplicate it. Put it in my inbox. Delete. Uncheck, uncheck. Edit title. This one I'm gonna call Get. Right? Isn't she from the Abyss? No. Wait, it's not Sucrose, it's someone else.
Wow! Everything's ready.
Kali.
Let's go.
Oh no. Well, I guess we're not playing. We're gonna leave that one on the back burner. It'll be there the next time we remember it. I'll just save it. Duplicate. And ta-da. Okay. Moving on. Alright, that was fun. Okay. Off to talk to this man finally. What we've all been waiting for. Okay, ask Lawrence about the stranger.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual